Yes, dear students, listen carefully. In the last class, we have discussed about that what is rate of reaction and average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. We have discussed for a chemical reaction how to express the average rate, how to calculate the average rate of reaction. We need to discuss now. Okay, dear students, let's see the general equation. The first one 1 mole of A is converted into 1 mole of B. For this equation, the average rate expression is equals to negative sign indicates the decreasing the concentration of reactants minus delta A by delta T is equals to plus delta B by delta T. B is the products. That's why the products concentration is increasing and the reactants concentration is decreasing. That's why we are using the negative and positive signs. Okay. In the same way, AA plus BB is converted into CC plus DD, where small a, small b, and small c and small d are the stoichiometric coefficients of reactants as well as products. So now for the above equation, we have to express the average rate or rate of the reaction. We have to express with respect to each reactant as well as products. So with respect to each reactant means the average rate with respect to A is equals to its stoichiometric coefficient small a. That's why minus 1 by A into delta A by delta T is equals to with respect to B is equals to minus 1 by B into delta B by delta T. With respect to C and D are the products. With respect to C, average rate is equals to plus 1 by C into delta C by delta T is equals to with respect to D is equals to plus 1 by D into delta D by delta T. Okay, dear students, these are the common examples. Now we'll discuss that one equation example H2 plus I2 is converted into 2HI. For the above equation, we have to express the average rate with respect to each reactants and products. What is the formula we need to write? Okay, so for the above equation, the average rate is equals to with respect to hydrogen. Here 1 mole of H2 is present, that's why minus delta H2 by delta T, and 1 mole of iodine is present, that's why is equals to minus delta I2 by delta T is equals to 2 moles of HI is present. So that's why is equals to plus 1 by 2 into delta HI by delta T, because hydrogen iodide 2 moles are present. With respect to 1 mole of HI, the average rate is equals to plus 1 by 2 into delta HI by delta T. Okay, the fourth example 5 Br minus plus BrO3 minus plus 6H plus ions is converted into 3 Br2 plus 3H2O. So for the above equation, we have to express the average rate. Average rate formula is equals to with respect to bromine Br minus is equals to minus 1 by 5 into change in the concentration of Br minus by delta T is equals to minus change in the concentration of BrO3 minus by delta T with respect to H plus ions is equals to minus 1 by 6 into delta H by the delta H plus ions by delta T, and with respect to Br2 bromine is equals to plus 1 by 3 into delta Br2 by delta T is equals to with respect to water is equals to 1 by 3 into delta H2 by delta T. Okay, dear students, the same way the same equation we have to express with respect to formation of ammonia. N2 plus 3H2 is converted into 2NH3. For this equation, the average rate is equals to with respect to nitrogen 1 mole of N2 is present minus delta N2 by delta T is equals to 3 moles of hydrogen gas is present minus 1 by 3 into delta H2 by delta T, and here 2 moles of product is present is equals to plus 1 by 2 into delta NH3 change in the concentration of ammonia by with respect to time interval delta T. Okay, dear students, the same N2 plus O2 is converted into 2NO. For this also rate expression, the average rate is equals to plus minus delta N2 by delta T is equals to minus delta O2 by delta T is equals to plus 1 by 2 delta NO, concentration of NO, change in the concentration of NO by delta T. Okay, dear student, this is for sixth example. Let's see the remaining examples. Okay, now these are the important examples. Now, in case of gaseous state reactants are present, instead of concentration place, the pressure they gave, then how to express the average rate? So we know very well, dear students, last class only I said the pressure increases automatically, concentration will be increases. According to this, PV is equals to nRT equation. nRT equation, the pressure is equals to N by V. Number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution is nothing but concentration only. So this is nothing but pressure is directly proportional to concentration of reactants. Okay, there are concentration of products. That's why instead of concentration place, we can take pressure also. For example, N2 plus 3H2 gas is converted into 2NH3 gas. For this case, the rate expression in terms of pressure is equals to, the rate is equals to N2, 1 mole of N2 is present minus change in the pressure of N2, change in the pressure of N2 by delta T is equals to minus 1 by 3, change in the pressure of H2 by delta T is equals to plus 1 by 2 delta P of NH3 by delta T. Okay, dear student, this is the expression, the average rate equation expression in terms of pressure of each reactant as well as products. Okay, let's see some examples now we'll do. Those all examples are very, very important for board examination as well as NEET and JEE examination also. This kind of questions only they are asking in a board and NEET, especially for JEE examination. Compulsory integrated questions will comes from this chemical kinetics chapter. Okay, dear students. So let's see that this first question. A reaction R is converted into P. Okay, the concentration of reactants changes from 0.03 to 0.02. 0.02 molar in 25 minutes. Initially, the time is 0. After 25 minutes at initial, means the reactants converted into products. So its initial concentration they gave. The initial concentration, the time is equals to 0. At that condition, the concentration of reactants they gave 0.03. If the time is equals to 25 minutes, they gave, and the concentration of reactants, if the time is increasing, the concentration of reactants will be decreases. How much it is present? 0.02 is present. Then we have to express the average rate of reaction with respect to reactants. What is the average rate in terms of minutes as well as in terms of seconds also we have to derive. Okay, dear students. So let's see this. So we know that for this reaction, the average rate, the rate or average rate is equals to minus delta R by delta T is equals to plus delta P by delta T. So here that product's concentration is not required. Average rate means with respect to any reactant or with respect to any product also we can calculate. Here the reactant's concentration changes they give. So it's very easy. So that average rate is equals to minus dr by dt. I am considered, dear student, this. Then the minus delta R is nothing but R2 minus R1. R2 is nothing but final concentration. R1 is initial concentration. It is R1 and it is R2. Okay, minus of R2 minus R1. So minus of 0.02 minus 0.03 divided by T2 minus T1. The time is 25 minutes, final time, and initial 0. Then if you are simplified, then we'll get minus of minus 0.01 by 25. If this minus into minus, it will becomes plus. The minus into minus becomes a plus. 0.01 is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 2. 1 by 25 is nothing but 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 1 by 25 is nothing but 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, already here 10 to the power of minus 2 is present, then it is equals to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar minute inverse or mole per liter minute, mole per liter minutes. So the same equation we have to express in terms of seconds, because here you have to think, dear students, molar per minute. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So you have to divide it by 60, then it will come second inverse. Divided by 60, then it is equals to 6.627 into 10 to the power of minus 6 mole per liter second inverse. Mole per liter second inverse is the answer. So here the average rate I expressed in terms of minutes as well as in terms of concentration. Minute inverse. So the minute inverse is converted into second inverse, means we have to divide it by 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Okay, dear students, that's why divided by 60 I did. Then the units came in minutes as well as in seconds came, average rate. Like in the same another model questions, let's see, dear students. Another model question. In a chemical reaction, 2A is converted into products. Okay, the concentration of A changes from 0.5 to 0.4 mole per liters in 10 minutes duration. We have to calculate the rate or average rate of the reaction. So the change in the concentration for this reaction, the rate expression, the rate is equals to minus, here the 2 moles of A is present, minus 1/2 into change in the concentration of A by change in the time interval. Okay, minus 1/2 into delta A by delta T. Delta A is nothing but A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1, and delta T is nothing but T2 minus T1. Minus of 1/2 into final concentration of A is 0.4 and initial 0.5 divided by 10 minus 0 is on simplification will get 0.05 mole per liter minute inverse. Mole per liter minute inverse. These are the units for average rate. Or simply we can write mole per liter is nothing but molar minute inverse. This molar minute inverse you want to convert into molar second inverse, means you have to divide it by 60. Then molar second inverse units will come. Okay, dear students, let's see one more question. Another important question is N2 is converted into N2 plus 3H2 is converted into 2NH3. So the rate of disappearance of nitrogen, the rate of disappearance of nitrogen they gave 0.02 mole per liter second, mole per liter second. What is the rate of appearance of ammonia they are asked. Okay, dear students, so we know that the rate expression, just you have to write average rate or rate expression is equals to minus delta N2 by delta T is equals to minus 1/3 delta H2 by delta T is equals to plus 1/2 delta NH3 by delta T. Okay, dear students, now in this question, the rate of disappearance of nitrogen means the rate of disappearance of N2 is equals to minus delta N2 by delta T they gave is nothing but 0.02 mole per liter seconds. Okay, dear students, what we have to find out? We have to find out the rate of formation or rate of appearance of ammonia. We need to find out. So we need to find out the rate of appearance or formation of ammonia. Formation of ammonia is nothing but delta plus delta NH3 by delta T. We need to find out this value is how much. So in this equation we know very well minus delta N2 by delta T value, we know that is equals to 0.02, and that we know very well, dear students. In this question, minus delta N2 by delta T is equals to 0.02 they gave, and we know the relation. What is the relation, dear students? The relation is minus delta N2 by delta T is equals to half delta NH3 by delta T. Okay, there delta NH3 by delta T value we need to find out. So therefore, delta NH3 by delta T is equals to 2 into the rate of disappearance of ammonia. This value is already, we know that it is 0.02. 2 into 0.02. The 2 into 0.02 is nothing but 0.04. So the rate of appearance or rate of formation of ammonia is equals to 0.04 mole liter second. Mole per liter second. Okay, dear students, this kind of questions also they are asking in board examination as well as in a NEET examination. Okay, let's see one more question, dear students. The one more question is the decomposition of okay, let's see clearly, dear students. The decomposition of N2O5 in carbon tetrachloride at 318 kelvins has been studied by monitoring the concentration of N2O5 in the solution. Initially, the concentration of N2O5, the initial concentration of N2O5 is 2.33 mole per liter. After 184 minutes, its concentration is reduced to 2.08 mole per liters. So the reaction takes place according to the equation they gave. 2 N2O5 is converted into 4 NO2 plus O2. Calculate the average rate of the reaction in terms of minutes. We have to calculate the average rate of the reaction in terms of minutes as well as the rate of formation of N2O4. Sorry, rate of formation of NO2 also we need to find out. See, it's very easy, dear students. Just for this equation, just you have to write the rate expression or average rate. So average rate or rate is equals to with respect to this equation minus 1 by 2 delta N2O5 by delta T, okay, is equals to plus 1 by 4 delta NO2 means rate of formation of NO2 divided by delta T is equals to plus delta O2 by delta T. So here they are asked only average rate. So that average rate we can express with respect to N2O5 or with respect to NO2 or with respect to O2 also. But in the question, the concentration of N2O5 changes only they gave. Nitrogen pentoxide concentration changes. Initially it is 2.33. At final, at 184 minutes, it is reduced into 2.08 they gave. By using that data, we have to find out the average rate. We have to find out the average rate. And by using the same data only, we have to find out the delta NO2 by delta T value also we need to find out. This value also we need to find out, and average rate. So this just I am using this two relation. This relation I am using, dear students. So the average rate is equals to minus 1 by 2 delta N2O5 means change in the concentration of N2O5 means final value is 2.08 minus initial is 2.33 divided by time interval delta T2 minus T1 184 minus 0. Okay, dear students, is on simplification will get 6.79 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molar means mole per liter is nothing but molar minute inverse. But here additionally also I did in second inverse also I calculated, dear students. You want to calculate the same average rate in terms of second inverse means you have to divide it by 60. The same value, this minute inverse you have to convert into hours inverse means you have to multiply it with 60. You have to multiply it with 60 because 1 minute is equals to 1 by 60 hours. Then the 60 it is goes to numerator. Then we have to multiply it with 60. Then you will get that rate in terms of hour inverse. You have to divide it by 60. The rate it will comes in terms of second inverse. Okay. Now the average rate we got, and we know that this average rate is equals to 1 by 4 of delta NO2 by delta T. So we want delta NO2 by delta T value. Therefore, the rate of formation of NO2 is equals to delta NO2 by delta T is equals to 4 times 4 into average rate. Already average rate value we are calculated 4 into 6.79 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, then is on multiplication you will get the value, the final value will get. Is on multiplication you will get in terms of minute inverse 4 into 2.72 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay. Just listen, dear students, the rate of production of NO2 is equals to 4 times of the rate. The rate value already we know that 6.79 into 10 to the power of minus 4 is on simplification 2.72 into 10 to the power of minus 3 mole liter inverse minute inverse are the units. Okay, this is one important question. Let's see one more important question, dear students. A2B is an ideal gas. Okay, is decomposes according to this equation. A2B is converted into A2 plus half B2. At start, the initial pressure is 100 mm of Hg. After 5 minutes, the reaction mixture pressure is equal to 120 mm of Hg. Find the average rate of decomposition of A2B. Means we have to find out the average rate or rate of decomposition of A2B. A2B decomposition, because the A2B is decomposed to produce A2 plus half B2. Okay, so we have to find out the average rate of this reaction. Let's see, dear students, here just write that first given equation. The given equation is just write the given equation, dear student. The given equation is A2B is converted into A2 plus half B2. Okay, and just this half you have to multiply, then 2A2B is converted into 2A2 plus B2, and initial pressure is equals to 100 mm of Hg. At initial time is equals to 0. At this time, the pressure of A2 and pressure of B2 both are 0. At final pressure of the reaction at 5 minutes, the T is equals to 5 minutes time. At that state, the A2B pressure will be decreases how many units? Its stoichiometric coefficient is 2, that's why 2x amount it will be decreases. Then 2x amount of A will forms and 2x amount of B2, x amount of B2 will forms. Okay, then that total pressure, this pressure, the P total is equals to at 5 minutes. At 5 minutes is equals to 100 minus 2x plus 2x plus x is originally it is equals to 120 mm of Hg. 120 mm of Hg. Then we have to find out the x. This 2x will cancel, dear students. 100 minus x, 100 plus x is equals to 120. Then the x is equals to 20. If x is equals to 20 means how much pressure will be decreases? 100 minus 40. So 100 minus 40 is equals to 60 K. So initially the A2B pressure, initial pressure is equals to 100, but after 5 minutes A2B the pressure becomes 60. A2B pressure becomes 60. Then we have to find out the average rate. We have to find out the average rate. Okay, our rate of decomposition of A2B. The rate of decomposition of A2B in terms of pressure is equals to delta P A2B by delta T. The pressure change, final pressure minus initial pressure, minus of 60 minus 100 by 5 is equals to minus 40, means minus of minus 40 is nothing but plus 40 only. Okay, then the 40 by 5, the 40 by 5 is equals to 8 mm of Hg per minute. So the rate of decomposition of A2B or average rate of the above equation is equals to 8 mm of Hg in terms of pressure. We know very well, dear student, the pressure is directly proportional to concentration. That's why concentration place, just we are taking their pressure change. Okay, Now this is about average rate or rate of reactions. Different types of reactions, average rate or rate of reaction, we are find it out. These all problems are very important for board as well as NEET and JEE examination. Now this rate of reaction or average rate of reaction or instantaneous rate of reaction, what are the important factors are affecting on the rate of reaction or average rate of reaction or instantaneous rate of reaction? Now we need to discuss. These factors are very important for board exam as well as all competitive exams. Okay, let's see, dear students, the important factors. There are mainly 4 important factors are present. One is nature of reactants. Okay, the nature of reactants. Reactants nature means the reactants are present in ionic nature or covalent nature. Then ion, if the reactants are ionic substances, how the rate will be affects. If the reactants are covalent substances, how the rate will be affects. That those points we need to discuss. The second one is concentration of reactants. Already we know that generally the rate or rate of reaction or rate expression. The rate generally we are expressing in terms of concentration of reactants only. So the main important factors for the rate of reaction or average rate of reaction is the concentration of reactants. And third one is effect of temperature. Temperature also will affect the rate of a reaction. And catalyst. Catalyst also will affect or will changes the rate of a reaction. So there are mainly 4 important factors are present. One is nature of reactants. The second one is concentration of reactants. Third one is temperature effect, means effect of temperature. Fourth one is catalyst effect or effect of a catalyst. Let's see that. We'll discuss about that first one, dear students. Nature of reactants. Okay, listen carefully. If the reaction in a chemical reaction, you have to take any chemical reaction. The reaction is in between the ionic substance, means the reactants are ionic substances. Okay, ionic substances takes place, then the ionic substances are present, the reaction is very fast. So takes place much faster than the reaction occurring between the covalent substances. Means ionic reactants are ionic substances. Substances reacts faster than covalent substance. Covalent substances. Why the covalent substances reactivity is very low when compared to ionic substance? If you observe that the reaction between the covalent molecules are present, then the covalent molecules means the bond is formed by the mutual sharing of valence shell electrons between the atoms. Okay, then what happens, dear students? If the bond is sharing of electrons means we have to break the bond, and the breaking of old bonds and making of new bonds, it takes some time and it requires more energy also. It requires more energy for breaking of old bonds and formation of new bonds. Okay, that's why the covalent substances or covalent molecules involved in the chemical reactions, the reactivity or rate is very slow when compared to the ionic substance. Instead of ionic substances are present, means ionic substance means the attractive forces between the positive and the negative charge, means electrostatic attractive forces between the ions. Such type of substances are called as ionic substance. Then the ionic substance reacts very fast because there is no breaking and making of bonds. Just simply the positive and another molecule containing negative ions will attract to form a new substance. And in the first reactant, negative substance, and second reactant, positive substance will attract to gives a new substrate. So that's why ionic reactions are very faster than the covalent reactions. Okay, because in ionic substances there is no breaking and making of bonds. And come to the point, in a covalent molecules or in a covalent reactions, the number of breaking and making of bonds increases. Means we need to break the more number of covalent bonds. Automatically how many covalent bonds you are break, and automatically forms same number of covalent bonds will form. So the number of breaking and making of covalent bonds increases, the reaction rate will be decreases. The reaction rate will be decreases. For examples, let's see, dear students, the first reaction NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus is reacts with silver nitrate, Ag plus NO3 minus. So this chloride ion is the negative ion is attracted by the another molecule containing Ag plus positive ion forms silver chloride substrate. And in the first reactant, Na plus ion is attract to the another reactant negative ion to forms sodium nitrate. So this reaction is ionic reaction because in the chemical reaction ionic substances are involved and there is no breaking and making of bonds and very fast, hence the rate is more, rate of reaction is more. Okay, next come to that second, N2 plus 3H2. N2 means nitrogen, in between the nitrogen 3 bonds are present, and H2 in between hydrogen and hydrogen 1 bond is there. So here we need to break 3 bonds and here we need to break 1 bond. Here 3H2 are present means total number of breaking bonds. Breaking bonds is equals to 3 plus 3 is 6. Automatically 6 bonds are forming. In NH3, 3 bonds are present. So 2 moles of NH3 means 6 bonds are formed. 6 bonds formed. So N2 plus 3H2 is converted into 2NH3 in this covalent reaction. So the number of breaking and making bonds are 6. And the third example, if you observe that CH4, carbon is bonded with 4 hydrogen atoms. The CH4 reacting with O2 means combustion of CH4 to gives CO2, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide means C double bond O and forms water molecule, carbon dioxide and water. So in CH4, oxygen means in between O and O double bond is present. So here 4 plus 2 into 2. This is also 4. Total 8 bonds are breaking and 8 bonds are forming. So 1, 2, 3. 3 reactions. If you observe that in the third reaction, there are number of breaking and making bonds are more. That's why is slow, very slow. Slow. The rate is less. Rate is less. And here the rate is moderate. The rate is moderate. Among these 1, 2, 3 examples, which reaction rate is very much high, or the velocity or rate of reaction is more? Means the first one is more than the second one and then third one. Why the first one is a very fast reaction or rate is very much high? Because of the reaction is ionic reaction. Second and third both are covalent reactions only, but in the second reaction the number of breaking and making bonds are 6. But in the third reaction, the number of breaking and making bonds are 8. So in a covalent reactions, always the rate is lesser than the ionic reactions. And in a covalent reactions, number of breaking and making bonds increases, then the rate of reaction will be decreases. So the rate order is first one is more than the second one and then third one. This is about the nature of reactants. So the nature of reactants also affects the rate of the reaction. Okay, dear students, let's see the second one, concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants. We know very well, dear students, the except zero order reactions. What are zero order reactions? And all we will discuss in the further classes. Just you have to remember, dear students, except zero order reactions, in other all reactions, for other all reactions, the concentration of reactants increases. The concentration of reactants increases, then the rate of reaction will be increases. So the rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactants. So the rate